Take this with the tiniest grain of salt, but both Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan teased a possibility of a Sinners sequel. Now, in the aspect of Sinners, I actually think there are very many possibilities for sequels and prequels within the world building that Ryan Coogler made. And these are the different options that I think could come from Sinners. First off, a prequel series about what got Remick into this situation, thus being a story of the Native American vampire hunters that were hunting him and how their ancestry has been fighting against vampires for years and years, and maybe other supernatural entities. Another one would be a straight up prequel about how Remick became a vampire and what he had been doing before the events of Sinners. I feel like this has a big possibility of actually happening, and it would be another timepiece 1,000 years before the events of Sinners. Another one would be a sequel series about Stack and Mary, what happens after the events of Sinners, what they're up to. I don't think it's as interesting, but leaves a lot to imagination. Another great one would be a prequel series featuring both Smoke and Stack with their adventures in Chicago before they end up in the events of Sinners. And lastly, the least possible one would actually be a sequel series following Sammy Preacher Boy. And the reason I say this is the least possible is because we basically got like a continuation of his story in the mid-credits scene, and it would just actually be about his rise to fame. Maybe he did make a deal with the devil, I don't know. But what do you think? What is the most possible sequel or prequel for Sinners to come out of this movie?